to 5 today. 5:30 should start qualifying and heat race action. So we'll see how everything plays out today. Alright, unloading her. This will be loaded right here. And then crate right over there. Alright, trying to get her crunked up. She's a little bit cold in nature, got the heater on her. Trying to get her to turn over. She's starting to. It's just a little bit chilly. And obviously this Ford motor just don't like cold. So we'll get her cranked in a minute. Penskes at home, so his dad can bring them later when he gets off work if he needs to. So we've got options. We're not stuck, but right now that's what we're dealing with. All right, guys. So we'll go out shortly, but meanwhile, Red took his car out for the first lap of first session of practicing and load the motor up. It's got holes in the oil pan, so I don't know what that'll mean for that car for the rest of the weekend, but right now loaded up. So definitely not the day you want to have. Right for those guys. But they're still working on ours over here, or Brandon's. Alright, so that's why red is done. You see the hole in the oil pan there. And there's a hole on the other side as well. So that motor is done. Alright, Brandon's checking a few things. Brad's checking a few things. We're just checking a few things here. Make sure everything we need to do as far as tires, see what's going on with tire wear, tire temps, all of that, to see what we need to do for tonight for features. So we're racing and qualifying. But anyway, let's see. He'll be able to get in the corner a little bit better, and in turn, if you can get in the corner better, you can get through the corner better. So we're gonna make a couple of adjustments and see if this makes us a little bit better. Or I think the next time we'll be going out to all out qualifying. So yeah, we've made some very good laps today. He looked really good in this car, and the car has been good. I mean, it's been good. We've made small changes all day, but that's what practice is for. They were small changes. I also got a phone call earlier when I was up in the stands, so that's something that we're super excited about. Hunter with PPM called me, and I'll give you guys all of the information on that in a little bit. But I just want to say right now that we appreciate PPM. We appreciate Hunter specifically calling and reaching out to us. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We appreciate everybody that watches our videos. There's so many people that watch our videos that we don't even realize it, because so many people don't subscribe, but we're so thankful. We're so thankful. 2020, we never would have thought we would be where we are today, and I can't wait to see where we are next year. So with all that being said, let's finish up, get work on this car, and get this thing ready for Hot Lap qualifying. So Brandon's gonna make some gear changes here, and Brad, the other Brad Cross, is working on caster. What do you need, Brad? Alright, so the guys are working over here on caster. That's been our biggest issue, I feel like, today, is working on the castering chamber over here on the right front. Brad didn't feel like it was where it needed to be in the shop this week, but he was like, let's test it that first session and just see. And it wasn't where he wanted it to be, so we've made changes to caster and camber. That's been the biggest adjustment we've made so far today, other than this gear change. But in just a second, I'll get a word with Brad and just kind of see how everything has felt to him over the last couple sessions. You got a second, sir? Yeah. Okay. How has the car been in the? Let's turn out of the sun.
Well, then the sun's gonna be at the back of our head.
Well, let's go right here by the trailer.
No, I've been happy with it. I gotta, I've gave Brandon a hard time, but I gotta give him that Ford motor. It'll run. So, it's skint back. Yeah. But we got to be able to turn in just a little bit better. We'll get turned in and get to the bottom of the track, versus just kind of skating across the track right now. But we've made gains every time we went out, so I'm happy with that. The very first session we went out, the track was just sloppy, so we really couldn't tell anything there. That was just kind of a shakedown, just to see how the car was, how it felt, which we still made some changes between that session and made big gains. So I'm happy with it. We're gonna throw a gear change to it here, and if we get another hot lap session, that's gonna be about all we change. If we don't get a hot lap session before we qualify, that'll be about all we change. If we do get another session to practice with, I got one more thought that I want to change. So we'll just see how it goes.
All right, you heard it there from the driver. So we'll see if we get another practice session or if we'll be out to hot lap qualify. This is something that is replaceable. I don't know. I mean, it looks like the A-arm itself is fine. It just broke the cross shaft. So this is what happened. It obviously just broke, and when it broke, Brad felt it, and he said he nearly hit the wall, but thankfully didn't. Was able to keep it off the wall. So broke a upper. We got Mr. Rick over there at RPI. Thankfully, he's got all kinds of parts here at the track. We got one of those and we got it replaced, and we should be good to go. And just a little bit for hot lap qualifying. qualified 8th, so we should be outside front row of the 4th heat. So we'll see how, we like the outside, so that's. All right, so Brad is in here on the Spring Smasher, changing a shock here. We got the heater on. He said he's freezing to death. So yeah, making a couple of adjustments. We'll start 4th heat, outside front row, 3rd heat, outside front row.
Yeah.
3rd heat, how does that work?
Oh, Josh just showed it to me.
All right, 3rd heat. Josh Walker's inside front row, Brad's outside front row, so I think it'll be a pretty good race. Josh is clean, so we'll see how we stack up here in just a little bit. After our heat race tonight, this will conclude all the action tonight. We'll feature tomorrow. In Red's car, they did get back with another car. I didn't even show that earlier. He got back with another car. But tomorrow, the plan for that one will be hot lap, qualify, and heat race, and then they're featuring the crate car on Saturday. So, that's what we're dealing with, which it kind of makes it nice because it's all spread out a little more.
We ready to go?
Yep. So Brad's gonna get that shot back on. Brandon's getting his tire ground. I don't know how much time we've got, so we're just gonna try to get this right rear done. Penske Racing Shocks, Brinn Transmission, Gorsuch Performance, Vinson Race Engines, Allsouth Signs and Graphics, BB Designs. Thanks to all of those guys that make every bit of it possible. I want to take a second and thank Brandon's sponsors as well. I don't say his all the time, so I have to look at the car, but thanks to his partners, Lookout Valley Chiropractor, Take a Dump, Residential Dump Services, Dream Valley Farms, Biggins Masonry, Booger Brooks Racing, Allsouth Signs and Graphics, 5BB Designs, GK Excavation, and Fran's Antiques and More, and Haymaker Racing Bodies. Thanks to all of those guys that make every bit of this possible, that give us a race car to be able to go in circles. Also thanks to Gar Dixon. Brad's been able to talk to him. Braden's been able to call him, and he's given us some pointers on what he thinks or what he thinks we shouldn't do. So appreciate him. We appreciate all of you guys watching. We'll be back out here tomorrow bright and early. I think all of the action tomorrow starts at 10 o'clock. So we'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow, Red's car is here, so I'm assuming he'll be driving Red's car tomorrow in the crate division, and then we'll be featuring Brandon's car in the limited division. So far, we've had a really good showing. All the work we've done this past 2 weeks has shown, and appreciate the clean race with Josh Walker in the heat race. It was a dang good race, but a very, very respectful race nonetheless. So appreciate him. Appreciate all of you guys watching. We'll see you back out here tomorrow.